tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight, but then I saw the sky and that I like. Hair from Cali, I live in the valley, then you look sexy. Alright, 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 alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight, but then
Yo! It's official. Like a referee with a whistle. You know? What up, Mike? What about... Oh, that's funny. Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know who that is. Who's Jennifer Lawrence? I don't know who that is. I don't know. It sounds like a celebrity. I don't follow a lot of celebrities. I don't really know who a lot of these people are. I know faces when I see them from whatever movie or whatever, but I can't keep up with a lot of these celebrities. I'm too busy trying to live my own life. You know what I'm saying? So like, share the video, and all that good stuff, man. You know, and I'm going to talk about what I've been seeing on the internet for the past week. You know, so what I've been seeing on the internet for the past week, man, this is horrible. This is, bro, this shows how weak we are. This shows weakness. This is a sign of weakness. A female referee with a wet whistle. Okay. Yeah. This shows weakness. You know, when you chase and run behind women, especially a woman that you don't know, and she didn't even ask you to do anything, that's a sign of weakness. There's no strength in chasing and running behind somebody. That's weakness. It's better to position yourself as a person that's being chased, or you're attracting a certain type of vibration into your life. You're giving off, you're vibrating at a certain energy. When people are being attracted to you, they want to be around you. They like themselves better around you. That's where the influence and the power is. You know, if you have to chase people and kiss ass, and that's weakness. No one respects that. I don't care who you are. No one respects that. And that's a sign of low self-esteem. That's a sign of low self-esteem. You know, some of these people online, I don't know any of them personally. You know, maybe 1-2 people I met a long time ago. But a lot of these new people online now, I don't know any of these people. So I can say whatever I want to say. And if I happen to meet them in person, I'm going to say the same thing to them in person. You know, it's not like I'm a coward down. I'm not a coward, you know. But I don't know any of these people. And a lot of them, more than likely, are dependent on YouTube money. It's probably the only source of income. So, which is a bad position to be in, by the way. You know, I always say, having to depend on one thing is a recipe for disaster. Never depend on one thing. Oh, you talk about a disaster in the making. So a lot of these people probably in that predicament where the money is coming in pretty good. It's probably been that way for a while now for a lot of people, and they don't want it to. They want to see it. They want to keep it going, and a lot of people will jump on. They'll jump on the train. If whoever's hot, whoever's got the light, so to speak, a lot of people will dick ride or cooch ride. You know. There's some guys that's like that. Now, if it's a white woman, hey, some people take it to the next level. I mean, this is there's some people that are just being straight up cowards. People that you watch more than likely, and people that I know of are kind of, they got the cape on for this woman. What? That's not a good look, man. They got the cape on. They need to take the cape off. I mean, look, she's a below average looking woman, white woman. It is what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. She's bad built. And let's just be honest. Some of these guys are kind of thinking like, hey man, maybe I can get a chance to hit one day. Some of these guys are thinking like that. Now they say she live in the UK, but it don't matter because I've seen some people that flew from North America to the UK in her studio on her panel. I've seen people have sent me video clips of people, more than likely you watch already. They flew to the UK on her show from North America. And what's interesting, check this out. Some of those same people didn't have anything to say. Not one comment. None whatsoever. Had nothing to say at all. And I understand why that is. Because see, in my world, this is how I get down. People have biases and they have relationships with certain people and they don't want to piss the person off. They don't want things to get uncomfortable. They want to be friends. And some people have, hey, I got a mixed family and on and on and on and on and on. But hey, I don't even get into all of that. Nobody gets a pass in my world. Nobody gets a pass in my world.
No.
Nobody, I hold everybody accountable around me. I don't give nobody a pass. And I don't play the double standards. If you do something I don't like, it ain't cool if the next person do the same thing. And I kind of like, give them a pass. No, I don't like the shit, period. Nobody's going to do it. I'm not going to tolerate it. I don't do the double standards. I don't give people passes. I don't do any of that shit. I don't care who does it around, who does it or who said it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. You know, we're going to have to talk about it. If you do something that I don't like or say something I don't like, you don't get a pass just because you're my brother, you my sister, you my longtime homegirl or friend. No, I don't play that. But a lot of people have favoritism like that. I don't have favoritism. You know, that's the difference between me and the majority of people that I've ran into. People have favoritism, people have double standards. I don't, you know. And see, that's what's going on with a lot of these people. They have a relationship with this woman and they just she maybe she ignorant or whatever. She need to be educated. That's the same shit they say about the police. That's bullshit. I never met a stupid white person. They might be dumb, but they ain't stupid. They know when something ain't right. They know what they're doing. I never met a stupid white person in my life. They said, you need to educate the cops. No, you don't. You don't need to educate the cops. They know what they're doing. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this has been going on. Bro, you can go back. When it comes to cops, you can go back as far as you want when it comes to police brutality. You can go back as far as you want. I heard my dad talking about police brutality and my grandfather. So you can go back as far as you want. And my great-grandparents talking about police brutality. And my great-grandparents talking about police brutality. See, I'm one of these people. I met my grandparents and my great-grandparents on my mom's side. Most people have not met their great-grandparents. I have. So I used to talk to them. So the same shit my grandparents were saying, my great-grandparents were saying. And I grew up in South Carolina. South Carolina is a red state. Yeah. So you pretty much know how that went down. When my parents were born and living through all that shit. So white people are not stupid. They might be a little dumb, but they're not stupid. They might not know what's going on all the time, but they're not stupid. They'll know that, hey, man, something ain't right, man. This dude trying to play me, man, you know. So they'll be that type of deal. But don't get it twisted. They're not confused about anything. You might be confused. They're not. You know? And see, we got this thing where some of us got this thing where we've been treated so badly. The sign of just any woman, especially a white woman, just treating us halfway decent or giving us a compliment, that warms us inside. Just that, for some of us, makes us feel like a man for a change. That makes us feel good about ourselves for a change. Because a lot of us have low self-esteem. That we want that female validation so bad, it's kind of like, wherever we get it from, so be it. You know, that's come from low self-esteem. And if that's the case, you need to work on that. You know, because see, here's the thing. Here's something that I learned a long time ago. Whenever you deal with especially white people, they have two relationships, especially when it comes to us. It's business and it's personal relationships. And they don't mix them both. There's business and personal relationships. And they don't mix them both. So so I'll give you an example. If you hang out with a white woman, it doesn't matter what it is. You know, say y'all, you know, maybe y'all get a room together or go out of town together. She sees that as fun. That ain't really personal. That's just business. Yeah. It's kind of like working a job. It's the same type of relationship at the job. This is why, check this out. This is why, and I learned this the hard way. When you see some of your white coworkers outside the job, they act like you're invisible. They don't want to speak. That happens a lot. That happened to me the first time I was like, 21? And that kind of gave me a wake-up call because nobody ever done that to me before. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, he walked past me like I wasn't there because I wasn't there to him in his mind. You know? Like, a personal relationship would be, let's say for a white woman, a personal relationship would be she's getting to know this guy and she could probably potentially get married to this guy. See, that's personal. But see, she doesn't see him the way she see me. Because, and here's something else you might not know about a lot of white women. They can't get past the fact that you're a black male. They can't get past that. I don't give a damn how long you've been around her, the white woman. I don't give a damn how y'all might get along, whatever. Doesn't matter how long you've been around her. Mentally, psychologically, she's going to go back and forth. It's going to be a struggle because you're still black. So she can't get past that hurdle. It's like a mountain. That hill, you can't get past that. I mean, you might lay up with her, sleep with her many nights. She came over, you stayed over. But see, in her mind, what's going to trigger her, what she's going to have a hard time with is you're going to start telling her what to do. And see, that's where the problem going to come in at. Because see, and the average white person, especially white women, well, white guys too, but in this example, I'm talking white women. White women don't believe that you should be telling her what to do because she's been brainwashed to believe that. And we know white guys, we know how white guys feel. That's kind of a given. But white women are no different when it comes to that. They're no different. But at the same time, it's kind of confusing for some guys because you just knock her back out. You blew her brains out last night or a couple hours ago. You You put it everywhere. You put it everywhere. I mean, she let you put it in all the holes, but she allowed you to do it. She allowed you to do it. And it was all fun. And she'll do it again if she wants to, or if you want to. But that doesn't mean much of anything. You know, it really doesn't. Look, I know white women. I know a couple of white women, a handful of white women. I bring them on. I do interviews with them on my Love Can't Wait podcast. I bring them on every once in a while. I do interviews with them. Cool. That's just business. That ain't personal. We probably never gonna hang out. Like, she's coming to town. She called me up. We going to the restaurant or going to the club. That's probably never gonna happen. Probably. Or if I'm out of town, or maybe in her town, I call her up. Hey, what's up? I'm in. Hey, you want to meet up? Blah blah blah. Show me around. That's probably never gonna happen. And that's how it is. It ain't personal. It's just business. See, some people will say, hey, you have to know your place. No, I pick my place. I play the position that I want to play. No, you know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. Because see, the difference between me and a lot of people online especially is I understand how people think. I study people. I've studied everybody, damn near. Almost every group of people, I've studied them. Whites, blacks, of course, you know, Chinese, Japanese, Colombians, Dominicans, whatever. I've studied all of them. I know a lot of their history. So I know how they think and I know where they come from. So that gives me a better understanding who they are as a people, as a person. That's why when I meet people, I always ask them, hey, where you from? Because where they from, that's gonna kind of give me a little idea who they are, how they grew up as a person. You know, that's the first question I ask. Hey, where you from? They said, oh, I'm from New York City. Okay, that's a fast city. Fast talkers, robbing and stealing, conning. You know, things happen fast. Anything can happen at any given time. That's the environment in New York City. I've been up there quite a few times. So I know the environment. So if you grew up in that, I have a pretty good idea how you think. You think that, hey, I'm slow. I ain't hip. I don't know what's going on. I ain't from New York City. So you might be thinking, hey, I can get one up on him, on this fool. He's a mark, right? That's what they think. You know, what they don't know is I sit back and observe. And I can pick up on things very fast, very quickly. But they don't know that. They don't know that. That's why I play the game the way I want to play the game. That's how I roll. You're not going to dictate to me how you want to interact with me, how you want things to go if you choose to stay around me. No. If if you're gonna try to dictate to me how you want things to be, I'm out. Deuces. You're not gonna tell me how I'm supposed to think, what I'm supposed to be doing, or who I'm supposed to be. No, nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna do that. No. My game, my life, my show. That's my philosophy. And I don't need your validation. And see, I've learned that a lot of these women, I always say the grass is never green on the other side. It's just a different type of grass. A lot of these other groups of women, they're just average. Most of them. They're just average. It's all in your mind. You think she looked good. Yeah, she looked good. Look, there's some good looking white women out here. Okay? Yeah, they get some good looking white women out here. But when they hit them 30s, it was downhill from there. John DeMarco. You know? And then the other groups of women, it's hit or miss. A lot of these women don't age well. That's the problem I have with a lot of these women. Bro, they don't age well, bro. When they start getting late 30s, 40s, you're like, God damn. I can't even get up no more, man. No, man. I need another bitch. That shit ain't gonna work, man. So I know that ain't gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? That you might disagree with that. You might say, I don't care how old she is. She's still better. Okay, cool. That works. If that works for you, knock yourself out. But based on my experience and what I've seen from white women when they get older, that ain't for me. Now, there's always an exception to the rule, but and another thing about a lot of white women, the older they get, the more racist they start to become. Yeah, that's another thing. I know a woman, right, white woman, that's online right now. She got a channel and everything. Wrote a couple of books and everything. She has to go to therapy twice a month so she can basically keep her family together because she don't want to get a divorce because she got married to a brother. And she says, now this is what she told me now. She told me that the reason why she has to go to therapy is because sometimes she feels like she wants to dominate her husband. I said, oh, Lord. God, that sounds like a struggle. She said, yeah, it is. She said, the older I get, the stronger that programming gets. You know, she feels like she shouldn't have to listen to her husband, and she feels like she should be in charge and be dominating his ass. I said, oh. No. Yeah, that's what she said now. And she got 2 kids now. She got 2 kids and been married for they're married for God, over 10 years now. Yeah, over 10 years. She got a boy and a girl. She said she ain't trying to get a divorce, but she said, boy, I tell you, that program is strong, boy. And she live in LA too now. She live in LA. And she was raised Jewish. I don't know what type of Jewish, but I know. That's all I know. You know. But yeah. So there's a lot of white women that they struggle with the a lot of programming that they've been raised with, and a lot of it doesn't work in the long run. But at least she was smart enough to realize that before shit went to hell. So I got to give her some props. You know, a lot of white women, they shit go to hell. It's too late. They don't, you know, kids don't like them. They don't run the husband off into the arms of another woman and every goddamn thing. It happens a lot, man. For real. You know, there's a lot of middle-aged single white women out here now. There's a lot of them out here now. I know a lot of them. Like a lot of white women that used to be married when I was in my 20s, and a lot of them are divorced now. The guy that they was with, he got a new, younger white woman or Latina. Yeah, a lot of that going on now. There's a lot of white guys and a lot of brothers getting married to Latin women now. Yeah. It's going down out here in these streets. Now, I can see why a brother would want to get married to a Latin woman. Because a Latin woman has, well, not all, but a lot of them have a lot of heavy features, you know what I mean. Big lips, big ass, big tits. And that's what we like, for the most part. You know, especially if she's from places like the DR, Colombia, maybe Puerto Rican, you know, and even Brazil. You know, well, my computer's loud as hell. The fan's on. That's the loudest I ever heard. That's weird. But anyways, that was kind of a distraction. But yeah, you know, we like women. We like women with big butts, heavy features. That's just what we like for the most part. You know, so I can understand why some of us would be attracted to that, because a lot of well, all of them, most, I'm gonna say over 90% of Latin women are of African descent. 90%. Yeah. You know, some of them are mixed, of course. They got European features or whatever. But even still then, if you know the history of Spain and the Moors, you know that, you know, Spain conquered all these countries. And there was a lot of mixing with the Spaniards and Moors back in the day. So that's pretty much how that went down. So that's why when you see them big asses and tits, you know where it came from. That's not a European thing. No, doesn't work like that. You know. Now some people will say, "Well, she went to the gym and started working out." Okay, yeah, but I ain't talking about them. Those are like the women, the white women that go to the gym and start working on their butts, doing squats and all that. Most white women are not going to be able to pull that off. They're just not. You know, now there's some, you know, some women take butt injections and all that, but that's not natural. I'm talking about a natural woman here. I ain't talking about a woman that get plastic surgery and take butt injections and all that shit. I'm talking about a natural woman. You know, that's in her genes. That's why it happened that way. You know? So you have a lot of that, you know. So, and a lot of these women are have a lot of traditional ways. You know, they family means a lot to them because they have to depend on the man because unless she was born here in North America. But for the most part, and even a lot of them that's born here in North America, they still have to depend on the men because the women in their cultures keep them in check, keep them in line. You know, for the most part, that's usually how it go. You know, now there's still some women, Latin women, are Americanized because more than likely there's nobody around them, no woman around them to keep them in check. You know, so that happens. You know, but you know, there's still some good black women out here, man. But the pickings is slim. The pickings is slim, bro. And usually I'm gonna say if the average black dude is probably gonna be invisible to a lot of black women out here. Now, of course, this depends on where you live, who you are, a combination of things. But you know, but if you're that dude, you're that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go anywhere. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But if you're average Joe, yeah, it's gonna be it might be a little rough out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't got your mouthpiece intact. My dad used to say it's hard, but it's fair. I'm just saying. It's shit ain't, it's doggy dog out here. And overseas, it ain't really, it's kind of a different ball game overseas. But that doesn't make it better though. And that doesn't make it easy either. You know? You know, and when you travel overseas, really when you travel anywhere, especially if you've never been there before, wherever you're going to, you have to move a certain type of way. You know, you really have to you have to pick up on a lot of things quickly, especially if you don't speak the language. If you don't speak the language, you're at a great disadvantage. You're at a great disadvantage if you don't speak the language. You know, I mean, hopefully you with somebody that you can trust, but if that ain't the case, you going somewhere you never been before, you don't know the landscape of the land, you never been to the town, never been to the city, especially if it's a big tourist area. Oh man, you're going to get taken advantage of 100% of the time. Almost 100% of the time. If you've never been someplace before, that's how that is. You know. And see, here's the thing: a lot of these people online, a lot of white women and a lot of white guys, they like going overseas because it's easy for them to manipulate people. Because see, the word gets out real fast that, hey, I can go to China and they're going to put me on a pedestal. Now, I might not be shit here in America, in my town where I'm from, but if I go to China, I'm the shit. The word, that's how it is. If you take a white guy, average white guy, poor, you know, he only got no clothes. He barely got clothes to put on. If he goes to China right now, he's the shit when he get off that plane. China is his oyster. And that's how that is. White women, same thing. This is why this white woman can go to the UK and she can collab with black people over there. Cool. She can make little jokes, say whatever, and they'll and laugh it off. But you can't do that over here with us. Over here with us, she's on eggshells. And see, that's the difference. She knows that. She understands that. This is why I always say, I never met a stupid white person. No. No. It's like, if a white person comes around us, they're not around us just because they like us. They're not cool with us like that. I hope you understand that. No, we're the only people, damn near, that we think, okay, hey, that's my friend. I like her. Or maybe I want to become friends with her. I think she just likes me at the core. He or she. Whatever, right? That could be true for some people. But for the majority of people, that ain't the case. No, that ain't the case. No. And a lot of people have a hard time with that because they have low self-esteem. That's what it comes down to. And they want that validation. Female validation, especially. You know? That's why you got these clowns on the internet doing videos of this woman. And some of these people don't even know her. Some of them don't even know her. Probably never talked to her before. And the ones that have talked to her and have been on her platform, some of them not saying anything. Now, they'll talk about everybody else. They'll talk about anything that's popular in American culture in a heartbeat. But not her. No. You know? And see, a lot of these guys, you know, that white cooch, boy, that white cooch is powerful. And see, here's another thing. When now some people have asked me here, do you date white women? No, I don't date white women. That would never work. For two reasons. She doesn't understand where I came from and why I am the way I am as a man. No, never understand. You know? And the second reason is white women have an unfair advantage, just socially speaking. So let's take that dude, what's his name? It's Jonathan Majors. That's his name, the actor. That's the actor name, Jonathan Majors, that played in the movie Creed. He got the white girlfriend. Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Now, he got a white girlfriend. They say he called the cops, right? It doesn't matter who called the cops, but the cop came. That's the problem. That's the problem when the cops show up and we're at the scene. Because, see, we're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. When the cops show up, in his mind, he's thinking, whatever happened, we did it. We did it. We're never going to get the benefit of the doubt. Because that's just how that shit is. They fucked us up. Our reputation up like that. You know? And let me tell you what's worse. Other groups of people kind of go along with it. Even though they know you didn't do it, they'll go along with it anyway. Yeah. There's people in your family that think like this. There's a woman in your family and a man in your family that if shit gets real, if something happens to you or you get accused of something, more than likely, they'll be on the woman's side. Even though they've known you all your life. Now, they ain't going to say it to you. No, they're not going to say it to you now. If you go ask them, they'll be like, come on, cuz. Come on, bruh. Nah, man, nah. Shit. When shit goes down, they're going to be on the woman's side. They'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Now, see, I'm the opposite. I give the guy the benefit of the doubt because I know women will lie. Women lie all the time. So I give the guy the benefit of the doubt because I understand how shit happens out here. You know? I understand. And see, here's the thing. Now, this Jonathan Majors, he's fucked. He's never going to be able to get that stain off his reputation. Regardless of what happened, he's never going to be able to get that off his reputation. Never. But you'll move on, do whatever, you know. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know a guy that have been accused of something probably you went to high school with or college with. His whole career is finished. He lost his scholarship, lost everything, and he went to jail, right? Everybody knows somebody or heard a story that's like that. You know, when some white woman lied, his football career, basketball career is over. He's in prison. Now, some people will say, well, hey, a black woman could do the same thing. No, she can't. A black woman might lie on you, but at least you know you ain't going to prison. At least you know there's a good chance you ain't going to prison. If a white woman lies on you, you fucked. Let me tell you why you're fucked. No one even wants to give you a chance to even speak on what might have happened. They don't even want to hear your side. They don't even want to hear your side, bro. That's the problem. Even if you have the camera footage, they still don't want to hear it. They don't want to see that. They heard what they heard, and that's it. That's the problem with dating white women. That's what I mean when I say they have an unfair advantage. And you know what's crazy? A lot of guys will take the chance anyway. They'll take the chance and date white women regardless of the risks that involve. And you could even die. You could die dating a white woman. The worst thing that could happen ain't prison. The worst thing that could happen is death. There's guys that have died dating white women. You know, you're probably not going to die dating a black woman. I'm just saying. There's a guy that got lynched a couple months ago. They don't know what happened to him. All they know, he was dating a white woman. There's a guy that I know. I don't necessarily know him well. He lives in Florence. He's dating a white woman. They found him in the yard with a broken neck in Florence, South Carolina. My sister told me that. Because it's her husband's son. They found him in the yard with a broken neck. And you know what they said what happened to him? They said he fell down and fell down and hurt himself somehow. And he got a broken neck, he dead. Now, he been dating this white woman for years now. And her dad never liked him. He didn't even go to prison. He dead. God damn. So, I don't know about you. I like to win. I like to put myself in a position to win. This ain't about how you feel all the time. That's a woman's way of thinking. I like to put myself in a position to win. And if the risk is much higher than what I would like it to be, I fall back. Because I look at it like, what's the worst thing that could happen in this situation? You gotta pick your battles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But hey, but it's your life. I'm just telling you how it is on the other side. I've been on the other side. And that other side ain't what you think it is. Nah. It never is what you think it is. It never is. You know, see, in America, you know, they it's like a lot of things are it's kind of like a fantasy. They sell you a dream in America. You know, it's kind of like going to Las Vegas. You ever been to Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. Vegas is a very mysterious place. Kind of like going to LA for the first time. You see the palm trees and the nice weather and the women, you be like, damn, man, I like to be over here, man. But what you don't know is 10, 20 sets of gang members down the street. Oh, shit. And if you go over there, you probably gonna get jammed up. So see, America is a lot like that. You know, it's like everything is not exactly what it seems to be. But check this out. The game is for you not to know what's really going on so you can get taken advantage of. You married to someone for over 10 years and living like that while being in a lifestyle. Oh, let's say wholesale lives for free. I bet you he has video cameras in his home. Well, it doesn't matter if you have video. Shit, we've seen cops on videos many times. Videos don't really matter a lot of times. You know, we've seen, look at Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is a good example. Mike Tyson, we've seen plenty of people that have had footages and evidence, but they didn't even use that evidence in the footage when they got in court. So, you know, it just depends. You know, it just depends, man. You know, yeah, but hey, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back.
Relationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. You know, if your woman doesn't submit to you, she ain't your woman. Now, I know this is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, but if your woman is not submissive to you, I don't give a damn what nationality she is. I don't care if you live together. I don't give a damn if you're black, you're white. I don't give a damn if y'all the same nationality. I don't give a damn where you live at in the world. If your woman is not submissive to you, she ain't your woman. She belongs to the streets. She belongs to her job. She belongs to the pastor at that church she attends on every Sunday. She belongs to her friends that influence her to do dumb shit. She belongs to somebody else, but she doesn't belong to you. And I know this is hard, a harsh truth, and it's something that I had to face about 15 years ago. And it's one of the biggest problems that I had, because I used to think that you had to...
All right, I'm back. Come back, man. The Johnny Depp, he's a celebrity, man. Celebrities get slammed all the time. It ain't nothing happened. He didn't go to jail. He didn't die. A celebrity, being a celebrity is a totally different game. I'm not going to even go on all that shit. I'll be here all night. That's a totally different game. You know, that's a totally different ball game. Being in Hollywood, that's a totally different game. I don't even when I speak, I'm not even speaking on celebrity issues, because that's a totally different thing. I'm talking about the common man and common woman. You know, if you're a common man and common woman, you can't compare yourself to no damn celebrity. Hell no. You can't compare yourself to no celebrity. If you working a 9-to-5 job, you trying to make it out here, you can't compare yourself to no celebrity. That's an unfair comparison. Nah, that's nah. I don't even do that, you know. So click the link. Come on, you know, I want to hear what you got to say about a lot of this butt kissing going on online. Yeah, I would never compare
myself to a celebrity. I'm not an entertainer. I don't want to be an entertainer. That's a totally different ball game. Everybody's not in the same position. Even me, I'm not in the same position as somebody that working 9 to 5. I don't work a 9 to 5 job. So I have a certain level of freedom that most people don't have that work a 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason that happened because I sacrificed. But that doesn't make me better than anybody else. I just made a sacrifice. That's all. I'm not like a lot of women. A lot of women will say, "Okay, I got a job, make more money than you. I got more stuff than you. That means I'm better than you." I don't believe that. I don't necessarily believe that's true. You just got a bunch of shit on credit. You got to go to that job and kiss ass. I don't. I fight for my freedom. I'm not fighting for a job. I'm fighting for freedom. That's different. That's complete. I know a lot of people that make millions of dollars, but they don't have no free time. They don't have no freedom. They got to work like a dog every week. They got to work 60, 80, 90 hours a week. They make the money, but they got to work themselves like a dog, like a slave. I don't want to live like that. No, for me, it's about freedom. It's about being able to move the way I want to move and be around the people I want to be around. And that comes with sacrifice, though. It's not about having a bunch of cars and clothes and jewelry. I just never looked at it like that. It's about it's about having options. The more options I have, the more happy I am. And more free I am. That's how I see it. That's how I look at it. You got to go to that job and kiss that ass. Some people are like that. Just like the guys and gals online. They got to kiss that ass. Some people are like that. Luckily, no one ever told. See, I wasn't raised that way. See, the rule is never depend on one thing. Never depend on one thing. Don't do it. Don't depend on one income. Don't depend on one person. Have more than one pair of shoes. More than one pair of pants, shirt, car, clothes, income. I can go on and on. Let me see that. YK Networks Gaming. Shout out to you, Love Can't Wait. I've been your subscriber for a while now. Good to see you live. All right, bro. Shout out to you, man. I agree. Financial freedom is important. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. It's very important. I mean, if you don't have freedom, well, goddamn, you're just a slave. I'm not gonna be nobody's slave. Not. What? I found that most veterans believe that they're not gonna be nobody's slave. It's dog eat dog out here, man. And you know what's crazy? When I'm out here
you know, I feel like this is a battlefield out here. When I walk out the door, I'm out getting the car, doing whatever I'm doing. It's a battle. Every day, everything's a battle. Especially anything that's worth having. It's going to be a battle, right? I mean, that's all I ever seen. I've never really seen anything else different. Really, you know, I've never seen anything easy. I never seen it. You know, I never had it easy. No, you know, I've always been consistent in whatever I was doing. You know, that's for sure. You know. Hey, YK Network Gaming. Have you checked out the Love Can't Wait podcast? And you've been following me for a while. Have you ever checked out the Love Can't Wait podcast? I'm just curious. If so, leave me a review on iTunes. Yeah, leave me a review on iTunes. I mean, I started a new podcast. That shit is on fire. My new podcast is picking up, is growing faster than the first one, which is that's interesting. You know, because I remember when I first got started. I have not, but I would love to join in. Yeah, come on in, man. I have. You bought your book, though. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's good. Hey, which book you bought? Hey, just come on. Hey, click the link. Oh, you think? Oh, you might have did. Oh, okay. Hey, click the link and come. Just come in, man. Come in real quick. Click the link. I have to download the podcast app. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, Love Can't Wait. Yeah. Yeah, leave me a review. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Yeah, but I've never had it easy. You know, I don't really know what and nobody has ever given me anything. I had no breaks. You know, everything I got, I earned. And I don't owe anybody anything. That's another thing. Nobody could ever walk up to me and say, "Hey, you owe me." I don't owe you shit. No, I don't owe nobody nothing. No, I paid my way in. I paid to learn everything. I paid to learn. Well, I didn't have to learn how to speak. I learned this from my mom and my dad. But I paid to learn how the internet works, the algorithms, and how to build websites and how to market and create ads and videos and even edit podcasts. I paid. I didn't learn that by myself. No, I didn't. Nobody gave me anything. During the pandemic, when everybody was running scared, like we all were gonna die, I was pushing hard. In all areas of activity at the time. Yeah, I didn't put my foot up and started acting like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. What are we gonna do? There's no answers. No, I was pushing hard. I was like, yo,
I don't know how long this pandemic gonna last, but if it lasts for 2 years, this is gonna set me up. If I push hard for the next 2 years, this is gonna set me up in a good position in the near future. This is how I was thinking. Went early during the pandemic, like, because shit went to hell about what? January? Was it January or February? Probably, I think late January. Shit went to hell. I don't even remember. That's how long that shit was. But it was at the beginning, because that's when they were shutting cities down, shutting buildings down, and companies down. And I'm home. I'm like, I got to do something. I just can't sit down and don't do nothing. You know? And I started creating stuff. And I started researching about me being in the military and all that stuff. And I just started, I got to work. I did my research. Everything I did was a home run. Everything. Like that first year of the pandemic, everything I did was a home run. Everything. Because the shit, man, that shit, the game was so tight. I mean, goddamn. People just, they couldn't even, the proof was in the pudding, like some people would say. You know, I mean, they couldn't even like God damn, this motherfucker is so, couldn't even deny this shit. I will not be denied. Give me mine. And this was everything. This is, you know, business wise, my personal life as well. It's like everything was like, I was like in a zone. I was in a zone, man, the first year of the pandemic. And this is when everything was shut down. Now, I was in the house like everybody else was. Only time I went out is when I went to the grocery store and Walmart. But other than that, I was in a zone. You know? And since we got out the pandemic, I didn't stop. I'm still going. I'm still going. I'm still creating. And what's crazy, me being a veteran, let me tell you how dog it is out here. Me being a veteran, a lot of people, being that, you know, I did my time, military time and everything, right? And I'm gonna use my uncle. I'm gonna use my uncle, for example. My uncle went to Vietnam twice, right? And he just he just got his VA benefits 5 years ago. And he's 75. Think about that for a second. He's 75. He just got his VA benefits 5 years ago. So you know what that means? When he left Vietnam, he didn't use no VA loans. He had no benefits. He couldn't go to the hospital. He couldn't go to the veterans hospital.
He was denied. And you know what's crazy? People back then didn't have a problem with veterans, the black veterans, being denied. And if you walk up to the average white person today and ask them the same question, they still won't have a problem with it. That's how doggy dog it is out here. This is why I say when I go out here, I'm on a battlefield. Because I'm fighting against everybody. I don't get the benefit of the doubt. People don't even want to give me what I deserve. I earned this shit. And they still don't think I should receive it. And if you question them, say, hey, why do you feel that way? Why do you think it should be that way? There's no logical reason behind it. It's just, that's just how I feel. See, I deal with things how it is, not the way I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about how I feel and who my family members is and fuck all that shit. When I walk outside, I'm not thinking about what my family members gonna think about me and what my friends, my white friends gonna think about me and what the people at the job gonna think about me. I'm not even thinking about that. That shit don't even cross my mind. When I get in my car and drive, I'm not thinking about none of that shit. I'm thinking about making it back home. Period. I don't give a damn about what nobody thinks about me. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. Look, there's people that know me in real life, watch these videos, and they'll hear me say some shit. I mean, oh, that's just him. They don't care. When I go home, nobody cares about none of this shit. They don't care about no books, no channel, no podcast. They don't care nothing about none of that shit. When I go back home, I'm cousin Low. I'm nephew. I'm little brother. They don't care nothing about what I said online when I go back home. The only people that cared about shit that I said online, they weren't my friends anyway. That's why I don't care about, I don't think about what people say when they see my videos or, I don't think about shit like that. I gotta live my life for me. If someone doesn't agree with what I say, the hell with them. I probably didn't like them anyway. ATL. You set that date? No doubt. We'll get it done, yo. It's only going to take like about 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Really. I try to keep it less than 25 minutes, usually. What I've come to realize, no matter what you do, people have the perception of you regardless of what you do. Exactly. So, and plus, these people that you think so highly of, that you think that their opinion of you matters more than you, They don't really care about you anyway. They don't really care about you anyway. They don't really care about you. You spend all this time. You spend half of your life trying to impress people that really ain't into you like that. Some of us have family members. Yeah, some people have mixed families, or somebody got married into the family and all that bullshit. I don't, but even if I did, I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm not trying to impress them either. I'm not trying to offend anybody either. If they don't like it, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That has more to do with them. I didn't ask them to look at the video or listen to the podcast. They chose to listen to it on their own. That's like you come to my house and you get mad at me because of something I said. Bitch, you came over here. Nobody put no gun to your head. You can leave. People are crazy, man. People are crazy, man. And I don't play into their craziness. I just get away from their ass. But hey, man, that's about all I got. Like, share this video, and all that good stuff. Don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. You know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff. And don't forget about my books, man. My books is right behind me. Yeah, Love Can't Wait and Boss Life Secrets on Amazon.com. I'm out.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like.